Hey guys, so I have a quick couple of dreams to record. I rarely have anything to put on here, but I feel like this first dream, which is kind of older, and I can look up the date that I had this if anyone is actually interested in that, because I always record it in my phone, which automatically times and dates it. But I had this dream, probably it's been at least a year ago, but it was remarkable to me at the time, and it still stands out in my memory. And I don't know, I feel like people are kind of like putting little bits and pieces of a puzzle together with some of the dreams that people are having. And so I feel like it's kind of important to put this out there. So I had this dream that I was with my family in Florida, and we were at like a naval base, maybe something like that. It was like a tourist, I knew in my dream, like we were there as tourists. It was like a tourist destination, and we were there to look at all of these big like US warships. It's not necessarily really something that I would do on vacation, so it's a little unusual, but I knew I was there with my family, and we were looking out. It was like a grassy area, and then we're looking out, and there was like an anchored American warship, and I want to say, I'm pretty sure it was like a aircraft carrier ship without actual aircrafts on it, but it had a runway, and we're looking out at this, and all of a sudden, like coming up fast, like steaming up fast, from the distance we see two other warships, at least two other, maybe three. But I knew that one of the ships had a red and yellow flag, which in my dream I knew was China. And then there was another flag that was just like red and blue, but it had a bear on it. And when I woke up, I didn't know what that meant, and so I was Googling like what country is associated with the bear, and I came up with Russia. And subsequently, I've heard other people talk about Russia being the bear and stuff. I, in my conscious mind, did not realize that. I mean, I may have heard that a long time ago or something, but I had to Google it to know for certain, and found that that stood for Russia, which I think is interesting, because I feel like God may have specifically given me that symbolism because it would be something that I would remember. Whereas I don't know that had I have just seen a Russian flag, that I would have been able to remember to identify it the next day. So I feel like that was important for me to know. So anyway, we were all just standing there kind of like with our jaws open, and we basically knew we were under attack. And these were also, aircraft carrier warships is what these Chinese and Russian ships were. So, and that's all I can off the top of my head remember about the dream. I may check it later because I have it written down somewhere. And then the other night I had a really interesting dream, and I'm hoping somebody can maybe give me insight into this. So I dreamed I was getting married. Full disclosure, I just had an anniversary, so I was looking at our wedding pictures, so that was on my mind. So sometimes I think those things can influence our dreams, but I did remember it in a way that made me feel like maybe it was meaningful. So anyway, I was getting married, and I had on like a lightweight dress, and it wasn't like lace, but it almost was like that like laser like cutout. It didn't look anything like my real wedding dress. It was very pretty, but it wasn't what I wore at my actual wedding or anything even close to it. And it was kind of short, not like short, but like not full length gown. It was shorter, like maybe below my knees, and then even a little bit longer in the back. And I knew I was getting ready to walk down the aisle, and they handed me my bouquet, and in my dream the flowers in the bouquet were red, white, and light blue. And oh, I forgot, a main part of my dress was I had a sash to cut off like an empire waist, and the sash was like a very beautiful reddish purple color. It was very unique. I'd almost say it looks... Ellis, don't do that, babe. It almost would look like... Sorry about that. It almost would look like the color maybe like of a flower. It was like a very red purple. And anyway, they came to hand me my bouquet, my bridal bouquet of flowers. And the flowers were light blue, white, and bright red. And I was like, well, this clashes with my sash. Like, this bridal bouquet does not match the theme. It doesn't match my dress. It doesn't look right. And I just remember in the dream, my mom was like,